Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon.
And I am a rail enthusiast who loves going up and down the country, riding on the trains, filming and taking photos of them as well. These videos of my railway journeys can differ sometimes as they can go to plan or will go bad.
Welcome to Simon Train's Railway Journeys. Hello everyone, we're in Lockerbie in Scotland and I'm at Lockerbie Station. This is one of many places today we shall be visiting. Now this vlog is actually going to be 2 days into one because I started it Saturday afternoon after a visit around Carnforth I, which I'll get into in the video. We'll also be visiting the following places on Saturday and Sunday right now. First stop, Carnforth, and we shall be hanging around Lancaster, Carlisle, Lockerbie. So this trip was basically because I went into a steam depot at Carnforth, which unfortunately, as I mentioned in the blog, due to the rules and regulations I'm not allowed to share anything. So in order to get to Lockerbie and all the other places, we're going to be starting our journey at Carnforth, which we'll be viewing now. So, this is Carnforth Station where the West Coast Main Line diverts at the southern end, and it also diverts after this station, just up here, when the Cumbrian Coast diverts off and the line to Skipton diverts off. Behind me here is the 1882 Furness Railway signal box. Now, Carnforth Station has a little history. The Lancaster and Carlisle Railway first came here on the 22nd September 1846, when they named their station Carnforth Yealand. Now on the 6th of June 1857, the Euston and Lancaster Railway came in. Now there was 2 railway stations at Carnforth at that time. It wasn't until the 2nd of August 1880 when the 2 stations were replaced with 1 station. Now in May 1970, the West Coast Main Line platforms are closed. And this is also the location for the 1945 film which made this station famous as it is now, Brief Encounter. Now, the reason about Carnforth was mainly because of this side here, which as I turn the camera around, is Carnforth Steam Town. Now, Phoenix Rail Tours do private tours around locomotive depots and all that. It costs me about £25, plus £8 for a non-member, so it costs about £33 in total to tour Carnforth Steam Town. Now unfortunately, due to their regulations and their rules, I can't show you any footage of that. To be honest, I didn't really record any. However though, I'll show you this cheeky photo I took at the end of me on the main road, which you can just hear behind me after I left the depot, showing you that just after my visit. Now, anything in there that I took photos of, unfortunately, like I said, I can't show you, I'm afraid. So I do apologise, but I do obey the privacy of what they said. So anyway, we're going to be leaving shortly on the 1600, which is a bit late to be honest, and we're going to be heading to Lancaster Station to get some steam locomotives. I've now made it to Lancaster. Now we'll be coming back here tomorrow because after I get the steam locomotives through here, which are 2 Stanier Black 5s, I'm going to go over to Morecambe because I'm staying in Morecambe overnight, and I'll be trying from Morecambe to Lancaster the next day. I'll explain that later on because I know what's happening with that. I'm not going to do the history of Lancaster because I'm not really going to be filming much at this station. We'll just film with the odd unit and get the steam locomotives fly through here. I was actually going to plan an hour at this station due to filming, but it's getting dark and I thought there's no point really because I won't be getting much photos. I could still film if I wanted to, but I decided against it because I don't feel like it now, to be honest. So I'm going to be here for a couple of hours and then I'm going over to Morecambe. Well, that was amazing through Lancaster, those 2 Stanier Black 5s. Oh, also with me, I've actually got Richard Harlety.
Hi guys, how are we all doing?
We're doing fine, thanks.
Good to hear.
So I've been hanging around with Richard Harlety. Now I'm going to go shortly onto the 1828 to Morecambe and to end this part of the blog. As I said, tomorrow I'll be carrying on from Morecambe to go to other places, but this will be the same blog as I'm doing now.
This station operates a no smoking policy.
I'm now at Morecambe Station. Now we're coming on this bay platform here, which I actually need to clear that line, to be honest. This line behind me here, if you want to go to Haitian Port, which I did a few years ago in a trip when I went to clear the Haitian Port branch, went to Silverdale, and I think I did Selwick. But anyway, like I said, I'm staying here for the night, but tomorrow I won't be catching the train off here because there's a replacement buses running tomorrow. So I'll be getting the bus out of here back to Lancaster, but I'll explain that when I'm in the hotel. I'm going to get to a tweet now and then go into the hotel. I'm now in the Travelodge in Morecambe. Now, when I'm mentioning hotels, this is where I end the show, but this is not the case. Because I'm going to be carrying on with this blog tomorrow on a new day, but it's going to be in the same video. So, before I settle down for the evening, this is tomorrow's plan. There will be 3 disused stations visited, and also these 2 stations. Carlisle, Lockerbie. So, it's been a good day at Carnforth. There's a few late trains that were running, but it didn't really affect me much. Lancaster didn't really do much filming, I just got a few things and got the Black 5s flying through, which everything was fine after that. Then went to Morecambe and now we're here overnight. Now, to get to Lancaster tomorrow, they're running replacement buses because apparently there's supposed to be floods, but that's not the case, so there's no trains running tomorrow from Morecambe. But they said the first bus apparently is 9:45 to Lancaster from here. So we're going to see tomorrow and then carry on this adventure up the north. That building behind me, that glass building there, is the travel lodge where I was staying. Now, I've come to this street here because just down here, there's like a trading estate, Travis Perkins down there. Now this is actually a site of a disused station. This is where Morecambe Euston Road Station used to lie, which was one of two disused stations in Morecambe that I'm visiting. So I can't go in, so it's gated locked. I'm just going to poke probably the camcorder through there to get some photos and videos quick, if there's no one around. And I'm going to be moving to the other disused station in Morecambe, which is a bit further to the sea.
London North Western Railway built their line to Morecambe from Bank in November 1864, which went into the first Morecambe station at Northumberland Street, which was built by the Morecambe Harbour and Railway, but the station was congestive. So, the London North Western Railway opened a new station on the 19th of May 1866, but was named Morecambe or Morecambe LNWR, until the 2nd of June 1924, when the London, Midland and Scottish Railway renamed the station to Morecambe Euston Road. Outside the summer months, Euston Road remained much quieter than the other disused station, and by the 15th of September 1958 services were diverted away from the station. Euston Road was kept open for the summer excursions, but the station ended up closing on the 8th of September 1962.
So that was Morecambe Euston Road Station. This is the furthest I could go actually, to be honest, but you just make it out there. There is actually a goods shed there, an old goods shed, which is now part of the site. So I'm going to go to the other Morecambe station now to take a look at that one. Right behind me here is Morecambe Station, which is where I got off last night. Now this station here was opened in 1994. It's the current station. But a bit further that way, towards the sea, well the Promenade, there's another station just down the road. We come to this car park here because this is where the site of the other disused station was, which actually closed in 1994. This is Morecambe Promenade Station, which is now turned into a market. But if we go a bit further that way, there is the station building which is still intact.
Midland Railway opened the new station on the 24th of March 1907 after closing the first station Northumberland Street. This station was also named Morecambe. 1 year later, the Midland Railway electrified the branch from Euston Harbour to Morecambe Promenade on the 13th of April 1908, and then the main line to Lancaster soon afterwards. But the EMUs lasted until February 1951, when British Railways withdrawn them. On the 2nd of June 1924, the station was renamed Morecambe Promenade, and by 1963, Morecambe Euston Road closed, and all services were permanently diverted into Promenade Station. Tourism in Morecambe was declining by the 1980s, but the station was too large for the modest service of 1 or 2 trains per hour, and the station ended up officially closing on the 17th of February 1994 to its current site.
That station building is stunning. That's Morecambe Promenade station building, that is, which took you onto the platforms. I also noticed some last night, because I came out here actually, because there's a KFC next door, and I actually had tea, or supper, or whatever you want to call it, at that disused station. Believe it or not. But that is a thing of beauty. Now it's time to leave Morecambe, but unfortunately it wasn't wise when I planned this, because I can't get a train out of Morecambe, so I had to get a replacement bus to Lancaster now. It's alright, this video is not sponsored by Subway. Now, this is the 1994 platforms here at Morecambe. Now, like I said, there's no trains running today, because apparently they're saying that there might have been flooding, but it's a nice sunny day. Now, apparently there's a replacement bus running, which was told it left here at 9:45, which I think is just round the corner. So I've got a ticket to Lancaster just in case they ask for tickets. I'm going to try and jump on this bus now to head to Lancaster Station. At Lancaster I'm going to be visiting another disused station, and then we're going on towards Carlisle. And the one thing I like about this station already, this information sign, which is a regional railway sign. As you can see, the old blue stripe and then the white lines at the end of it. That's definitely regional railways. Right, I made it to Lancaster. One thing I don't like about Lancaster already was the traffic on a Sunday especially. But anyway, my replacement bus got me here and now walking up this steep hill to try and find that disused station, which is Lancaster Green Acres. Funny enough, I actually drove past it. Well, I did drive past it. The bus actually drove past it. So we're going to walk it to there now. I've literally got an hour before I had to catch 11:18 to Carlisle. So, reminds me of Saltash this. So, apparently I'm looking somewhere in that direction for, found a castle. No wonder why it's called Lancaster Castle Station. So I'm looking for Lancaster Green Ayre Station now. Where I am now is actually a disused railway. Now this line here that I'm on took you to Lancaster Castle Station, which is the current Lancaster Station, from Lancaster Green Acres. Now behind me here, there's a bridge here, and that bridge there took you to Morecambe. So we're going to have a look at the station there where it was, and then head back to Lancaster Station. We're now in this park area, Lancaster. Now the reason why I come to here, because over here behind me is the site of Lancaster Green Ayre Station. Now I don't think there's nothing left, to be honest. But yeah, that skate rag, or that skate thing here, which I'll just move closely, which you can just see here, is roughly where the platform started at Lancaster Green Ayre Station. So this site here behind me is what's left of Lancaster Green Ayre Station.
Lancaster Green Ayre Station, owned by the Morecambe Harbour and Railway on the 12th of June 1848, but was renamed Lancaster. This was the first station to be built in Lancaster. It was soon renamed Lancaster Green Ayre, but on the 1st of June 1850 it was listed incorrectly as Lancaster Green Area until the 1st of November 1870 when it was listed correctly. The line between Lancaster Green Ayre and Morecambe Promenade was electrified in 1908, but by 1952 the EMUs which operated the line was likely expired and scrapped, and the line was very busy for the test bed for mainline electrification in the UK. But the line between Wellington and Morecambe by Green Acre fell victim to the Beeching Acts and closed to passengers on 2nd January 1966. But now we're going to be talking about the site of Green Acres after its life as a railway station.
This Riverside Park, which was opened on April 12, 1978 by the Right Worshipful the Mayor of Lancaster, Councillor H. Holgate, occupies the site of the former Green Acres Station on the Little North Western Railway between Morecambe and Yorkshire, which was opened in 1849, purchased by the Midland Railway Company in 1871 and closed to passenger traffic in 1966. I was just reading what it said off there. That way, on the Little North Western line, which was taken over by the Midland Railway, took you towards Yorkshire. And if I swing this way around, excuse the sun, that bridge there took you to Morecambe. And Lancaster Green Ayre Station is literally just there in view, where that gate thing is. Also over here, I'll put it in this way, used to be coal yards and cattle pens here. But there is a little thing that's remains in use, like a crane, just there. Anyway, we'll go back to Lancaster Station now to catch a train to Carlisle. Made it back to Lancaster with 10 minutes to spare. I took the wrong way actually. I think I was headed towards Morecambe. No, actually I was headed to here by the old railway line and just turned off, saw some railway baths, and I can actually see where it left actually, the main line here. Now in a few minutes there should be a TransPennine unit passing through on the fast. Now this is an empty stock route, but it's also I think driver training and route learning and all that stuff. But it should be one of the Nova 2 sets that fly through here towards Carlisle. I think it's going to Carlisle anyway. I'll just track it quick to see where it's at. It's not here yet. 5 minutes. Oh yes, it's just not far away. So we're going to film that fly through here, and then my train's at 11:18, which should be behind this one, to Carlisle. So we're changing Carlisle to go on to Lockerbie, film at Lockerbie, then back to Carlisle for the afternoon, and then over to Newcastle.
Service to Glasgow Central.
I'm now at Carlisle Station. Now I've changed the plan a little because I was supposed to go to Lockerbie, but the train is running about roughly half an hour late. So now I'm doing my filming at Carlisle now instead of later on after I've done Lockerbie. And then we'll go down to Lockerbie, film at Lockerbie Station, and then from Lockerbie heading back to Carlisle to get some Railhead Treatment Trains, and then after that I'm on to Newcastle. And I think my friend from Scotland's arriving. Alright, Jordan?
Alright.
Jordan's just arrived. Yes, me and him will go to Lockerbie and back. How are you today?
Fine.
Are you?
Aye.
Ooh, that sun is absolutely annoying.
I know. Hello everyone.
See, Jordan's here now.
Yep.
So we're going to do some filming here and then catch a train to Lockerbie. I'm now at Lockerbie Station. We're actually in Scotland. We're only here for just over an hour though, because we actually arrived here about 25 minutes later than planned.
29.
29 minutes late.
1 minute up on each button.
So, but we just got over an hour here to film the trains flying through, which is good really, because I wanted to be here before the 1/4 arrived down south, so you could definitely do an hour here. Now, Lockerbie Station is managed by ScotRail, but there's no ScotRail trains that serve this station. It's TransPennine Express that serve this station.
And the odd Virgin train.
And the odd Virgin train, yes. Very odd actually.
Yeah.
I think there's only like one or two.
Morning and night.
A morning and night service. It's alright, Jordan's with me still. Say hi, Jordan.
Hello.
So, the history of Lockerbie Station was opened by the Caledonian Railway on the 10th of September 1847. Now there was a line from here that went to Dumfries by a Locomotive, completed in September 1863. This was an independent company called the Dumfries, Locomotive and Lockerbie Railway. But that line closed to passengers in 1952 and closed to goods in 1966. Now we're here till just after 3:10, and then we'll go back to Carlisle. Now the original plan for Carlisle was to get the RHTTs there and then leave at 17:52 to Newcastle. But I'm still going to do that, even though we got the RHTTs earlier at Carlisle. So we're just going to come here a bit, get some trains flying through here, and then jump on the train back to Carlisle.
6 of the 1607 Northern service to Leeds via Settle. Ordered rapidly, Burlesby, Settle, Benfield, Skipton, Heathrow, Midland, Shipley and Leeds. This train is moving on to Promenade. Platform 4 of the 1607 British train service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. Ordered Henry on the North Lakes, Lancaster, Euston, within Northwestern, Euston, Winton, Astapria, Maryport, Limping, Worthington, Harrington, Parton, Whitehaven, Locomotive, St Leeds and Turkey. This train is moving on two journeys. Shipley and Parton are the first stops. Passengers stay on the platform train for railway train stops without any delays.
Just see coming in the distance now, there's a northern service that's going to terminate on platform 5. This will be by 1752 to Newcastle, which goes on to Middlesbrough. But this actually starts its journey from Whitby. This is a Whitby Carlisle service, and it's just about to come in now, and it should be a 156. So I'm going to film this coming in and then hopefully jump on to head to Newcastle. I've now made it to Newcastle. Now this is the end of the National Rail Network ride, but I've got to do 2 journeys to get to my hotel, which is on the Tyne and Metro. Because the next train due off here to Manners is at after 9 o'clock and it's 7:30, well just gone 7:30. So instead of sitting here for an hour and 40 minutes, I'm going to take a trip on the Tyne and Metro to Monument stop and then on to Manners that way.
The next train to arrive on platform 2 is for the coast via Newcastle.
Now at Monument Metro Station, and unfortunately I've got 11 minutes to wait for a train to Manners. Can we call them trains? Light rail system? Anyway, tomorrow's plan, I'll explain this quickly, very quick, is because I'm planning to do the Tyne and Metro tomorrow while I'm in Newcastle. But I haven't had nothing back from him yet, so it's going to be down to the wire on that one. So I'm going to wait 10 minutes for my train over to Manners. Well, who needs high speed 2 when you got the Tyne and Metro? Apparently there was one due in 9 minutes, then next minute it just said due. So it must have rocking up its butt side. Anyway, at Manners Metro Station now, we're going to head to the hotel. But I'm planning to start here tomorrow. There's no one around actually. Technically I'm not supposed to do this, but I don't think no one will know. Anyway, so I'm about to leave now and head to the hotel. So I'm trying to relocate my route knowledge on here because I came here last September in 2018. I'm trying to remember the route to the hotel that I was staying at during that time. Manners Station is just above us now. I'm now in my hotel at the Newcastle Central Travelodge. Now, usually I would summarise the day up, but this ain't a normal day because this has a bit of Saturday in it as well. So started at Carnforth because there was no point starting my blog at Bougie Town at 6:48 in the morning on Saturday just to get to Carnforth, then turn around and said these next few hours I can't film. So it was just easier to start at Carnforth itself. But we had some good traction in Carnforth from the 195s, Pacers, fast trains. It was pretty good actually. Then we went over to Lancaster to do some filming, as you saw earlier. But I didn't film much because I wasn't interested in filming in the dark, to be honest. But I did film the 2 Stanier Blackfires that went through. So that's basically summarised Saturday up. And then went over to Morecambe. This morning, however, started at Morecambe to catch a bus after visiting 2 disused stations. So I got the coach over to Lancaster. The traffic in Lancaster was horrendous. But got there, Took the 11:18 to Carlisle after visiting Lancaster Green Ayre Station, which was the third disused station of the day. Filmed at Carlisle because my train to Lockerbie was running late anyway, so I filmed at Carlisle over the hour. Then went over to Lockerbie, filmed at Lancaster Station. Nice stretch on the West Coast Main Line. I've been there once, and that was back in 2016. So 3 years later, back at Lockerbie. Well, it's actually over 3 years. Then went back to Carlisle, got some movements that were around the station, including a Class 390, which you actually saw 2 today. And then after that, went over to Newcastle, filmed the 156 out, and came to here by the Tyne Metro. Now, tomorrow's vlog, which will be a completely separate video actually, is supposed to be the Tyne Metro. We're supposed to be filming at 4 stations: Simonside, St James's, just St James's before Sunderland. Then I was going to film at Tynemouth and finishing off at South Gosford. But the plan is in jeopardy at the moment because I have heard nothing of the Tyne Metro. Because basically I posted a letter on the 25th of October asking for filming permission as an enthusiast to film at those 4 stations or locations. Now, I still haven't heard back from them. I haven't got a letter saying yes, because Ian actually did this, filmed on the Tyne Metro, and apparently he had a representation person from the Tyne Metro. Representative, that's what I'm trying to get, sorry. So he's trying to get a representative, and they tell him the rules, and he was filmed okay at South Gosford. So I'm still waiting. I'm going to have to ring them up at 9 o'clock in the morning on the way to Simonside to see if I get permission or not. If not, there will be a second plan in place, which I'm going to be writing up soon as I finish this blog. So anyway, that's tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed today's trip on my brief encounter. Well, it's actually more than a brief encounter with the North on the West Coast. So I'm on Simon Train's YouTube FB page on Facebook, Simon Train's Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching the bit of Saturday and this Sunday, and I'll see you for the next one in a week's time, which will actually be filming tomorrow, which will be this Tyne Metro day, which is in jeopardy or not.